Well, here's the question, and I know you've been asked this before. You're predicting a $7 billion deficit, and the question out there is, how can that be when we have oil that's currently selling at around close to $70 a barrel right now, when Premier Klein managed to balance his ledger when oil was only $30? Your answer to that would be?
The largest hit on our revenue stream comes from natural gas. For every dollar drop in natural gas annualized, it's $1.1 billion. The other is that every time the dollar, Canadian dollar, goes up a penny compared to the American dollar, it's another loss of $221 million. So since the beginning of the budget, we've seen natural gas not only drop in price, but we're not shipping any. You can't collect royalties on a product that you're not selling, number one. Number two, most economists predicted our Canadian dollar at about that 89-cent level. Today it's 95 cents. So you put the two together, and that is the most rapid drop in revenue ever since. When oil was $30, I remember when it was $12 actually, when I was first elected.
I'd like to say I did too, but I was way too young.
At that time, we didn't have as many people in the province of Alberta. We have 600,000 new Albertans. We needed infrastructure, whether it would be extra classroom space, university space, hospitals, all of those things, and it all came at a very rapid time. And of course, at the height of the boom, at $140 barrel oil, we know how difficult it was to hire people, some of the tremendous inflation we saw in the province, both on manpower and on infrastructure.
Sure. Do you regret Premier Stelmach making the changes to the royalty scheme as you did, because it happened at a really horrible time in that, you probably, well, you couldn't predict a recession hitting. Do you regret the timing?
The timing was done when oil prices were very high, obviously, at $140, and gas is much higher, obviously, than it is today. But on the other hand, the new royalty regime reflects both risk and reward. So at today's lower natural gas prices, the amount paid is less than would have been during the old regime. Number one. Number two is that we've introduced more drilling incentive programs, 5% royalty rate, plus $200 a meter for drilling at certain depths to encourage more drilling to keep people employed. And it's not only those people working on the rigs, but obviously it's the local tire shop, it's your motel, hotel, people that are making meals for the people working. So it goes through the whole Alberta economy. The problem is that a lot of this gas is capped. The wells are capped. It's not being sold until this largest reserve, they say in memory, begins to diminish, and we see some sales.